Hi, I'm Susan from SnapEd. So today we're going to be making an Indian lentils and pasta dish. Here I've got all my ingredients and materials out and ready, and I've already washed my hands and pre-rinsed any vegetables. I'm going to start by peeling the onion and then dicing it. Next, we're going to mince 2 fresh garlic cloves. It looks like my garlic is bad, so we're going to improvise with some garlic powder. Alright, so the first step after you've gotten everything prepped and chopped is to make sure you're heating a pan of olive oil or vegetable oil or canola oil or whatever you have on hand. You want to heat that in a pan over medium heat. So I've got that heating up. So as soon as that heats up, I'm going to go ahead and add my chopped onion. And I had a leftover carrot from earlier in the week from one of my recipes, so I just went ahead and shredded that up. So I'm just going to add some carrot to this recipe, so I'll put it in at the same time. As you can see, my garlic, I went to go peel it and it was bad. So we're going to improvise. We're going to use some garlic powder instead. So if you don't have garlic on hand, garlic powder is a great alternative. So we'll go ahead and just shake some of that over. All right, so now I'm just gonna stir this around, and we're just gonna cook this over medium heat until the onions are translucent or clear. So our onions are about translucent, so they're clear through, and our carrots are about cooked down as well. So now it's time to add our water, our diced tomatoes, lentils, and some spices. So here, I just measured them out in my bowl, but we're gonna add a teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of turmeric, and I'm not a big fan of spicy food, so if you don't like a lot of spice, you can leave these out, but I'm just gonna add a pinch of red pepper flakes. So we'll add that. We're gonna add some diced tomatoes, so about 15 ounces or 1 can. When we're picking out canned vegetables, it's really important to make sure we're looking for no salt added. So we're gonna add that. We're gonna add a ½ cup of lentils. You can use any color. I happen to have red lentils on hand, so that's what I'm gonna use today. We're gonna stir that up real quick. So now we're gonna add 3 cups of water. I'm actually going to use chicken stock. I think it brings out a lot more flavor in the recipes. However, if you don't have broth on hand, water is totally fine. So I'm just going to substitute. So I'm going to measure out 3 cups of chicken broth, or if you can use vegetable broth on hand. It's 1, 2, and 3. All right, so I'm just gonna stir this around, and then we're gonna wait for it to come to a boil. Yum, it already smells good. So our dish is boiling, so we are going to cover it, and we're going to turn the temperature down to low, the heat down to low, and then we're gonna simmer it for 25 minutes. It's been around 25 minutes, so we're gonna go ahead and take off the lid, and we're gonna put in our pasta. So I'm using orzo, so you're gonna measure up a ½ cup, and I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle that in, and then we're gonna just let it cook uncovered until it's done, so probably about 10 minutes.